Boys, we are 1 week out. It's getting hectic now. 1 week to go until my emotions run high and I get disappointed week to week. But that's okay. That's okay. We got college football going on today. It's Thursday, so we got a good slate of games. I mean, we had week 0 last week, a couple of games. Saw FSU lose, bro. Like, that's the one game I bet on too. And of course, first game I bet on in the college football season, I lose money because that's how it goes. That team sucks. I'm never, dude. Ugh. Doesn't matter. Positive vibes, okay? We got mock drafts happening. We got drafts happening. This is peak draft time right now. And that also means that every outlet is putting out their do draft and don't draft and their mock drafts and their rankings. And you're being told one thing by like ESPN, who we're going to talk about today, and then another by Fantasy Pros, and another by Sleeper, and then Yahoo, Upper Hand, Underdog, everybody. Everybody's telling you something different. There's some consensus, obviously. I think the first 3 picks, everybody's like CMC, CD, Tyreek. You know, maybe you could flip Tyreek and CD if you want. It doesn't matter. But those are like, everybody's kind of staying around that. But then you get like, dude, you get some posts that are just ridiculous. So like the one I'm going to start talking about right now. ESPN came out with a post that highlighted all the players not to draft. On that list, it consisted of Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Anthony Richardson. I think Devon Achane was on there. They had just about like every relevant fucking player. That's an exaggeration, obviously, but there was no context, and you have to break it down a little bit and assume that they're talking about at their current ADP. Don't waste a pick on these guys because you have other needs, right? So to break that down a little further, I'm going to give my little 2 cents on mainly those first 3 guys, mainly Josh, Jalen, Pat, and then talk about where to get your quarterbacks. So their ADP for Josh Allen, I'm looking at it right here, is, where are we at? 23. Okay. People in ESPN leagues are apparently taking Josh Allen at 23. If that's the case, yeah, don't draft him. One, why are you drafting on ESPN? That's ridiculous. Don't do that either. There's Sleeper. There's so many better options. Don't draft on ESPN. ESPN has the worst ADP, a format that I have not updated. And it's not the best. It's really not the best. But if you can get Josh Allen, listen, if these stud quarterbacks like Pat, Jalen, Josh, fall to you at like the 4-5 turn or something like that, like say you got the 101, right? You take CMC, you come back around 2-3, yes. Do not take Josh, do not take Jalen, do not take Pat. Just get your other needs. It's a tough pick. Get the other needs. If you come back to that 4-5 turn and you got a guy like Jalen, Pat, Josh is probably not going to be there. But yeah, jump on that. Maybe, it depends actually. Because I did tell my friend the other day, I was like, don't, just forget about Pat. But, those are, like, Josh Allen has been quarterback 1 in 3 of the last 4 years. That guy's going to get you points. Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts is going to get you points. So, I'd spend that pick on those guys. Now, at the same time, you got guys later that if you have, say you have the 101 and you're on the 4-5 turn, you can expect Lamar to be going in the remainder of that 4 and 5 round. So then you get to 6, 7, 6. If Anthony's there, 100% draft Anthony. I like Kyler Murray around 7 too. That guy, I'm not looking at Joe Burrow a whole lot. I'm not looking at Stroud. Great guys, obviously, going to get you points, going to win weeks. But if we're talking standard format, 4-point passing touchdowns, I'm going with the rushing guys or like the proven studs. And in fantasy, And you Stroud's going to be great. Joe's going to be great. Justin Herbert was great too. He is still great. I love Justin Herbert. Top 5 quarterback in my opinion. Fantasy-wise, we're talking fantasy-wise here. Only fantasy. It's tough to say. And we don't know how points-wise Stroud's going to go. We don't know. Joe's had some health problems. But, like, at the same time, you can't worry about that stuff. Like, health is one thing. When I'm just drafting, I love me some rushing upside, and I love when I know for a fact that this guy's landing top 5. Like Josh, Jalen, Pat most of the time. Or just like, I like, my quarterback is Anthony Richardson because I'm playing Dynasty. Well, I'm hoping stays healthy, and I'm hoping lives up to the hype. I'm huge on the guy. I think he's going to be a baller. But, at the same time, there's definitely some high risk there. Love Kyler Murray because when he's healthy, gets you points. But then again, when he's healthy, so health is another thing. But, breaking down ESPN saying do not draft. Obviously, draft the guys if you're in position to draft the guys. But, like, whatever, man. The way they make these posts, it throws you off because everybody's telling you one thing and then everybody else telling you another. Who just feel it out, do what's best for you. I was helping out a friend draft the other day who had the 101, and we went. It was a 3 wide receiver format, so 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wideouts, tight end, flex. CMC went 1, and then on that 2 turn, it was a 12-man. Everybody was nabbing wide receivers, so we grabbed Devon, Achane, and then we grabbed Nico. Cooper Kupp fell, Jalen Waddle fell. Grabbed those guys on the turn. Waited round 6, got Kyler. Round 7, got Evan. And I mean that was phenomenal. That's a phenomenal start to the draft. So I mean, it obviously depends what pick you have, what position you're in. But don't listen to ESPN, bro. ESPN is stupid. I hate ESPN. Gosh. Yeah, where they got Pat? Pat's 26. It's like they're telling you. It's like these guys are going at the high end of. What am I talking about here? The front of round 3, basically, or if you're in like a 12 or 14 man, end of round 2. Don't take them there. It's not worth it. So, to that degree, I agree. But then, like, bro, don't miss these guys if they fall to you. Whatever. Yeah. Other than that, though, I mean, shoot, I feel like what most people should be using, if not their own rankings, is sleepers rankings. Like that's a good ADP. That's those guys know ball over there. I think at least. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use anybody's ADP, I'd probably check out sleepers. Don't like Yahoo. Fantasy Pros is okay. I don't mind Fantasy Pros. Dynasty Nerds, no, I don't like them. They always tell me stuff I don't want to know. It's like their opinions just make me upset. What else? Yeah, dude. I mean, other than that, like, just the media is gonna tell you what sleepers to pick and who to draft and who not to draft, and it's like, man, at the end of the day, nobody knows anything. It is, like, right now, forefront of my mind is this weekend, college football, West Virginia, Penn State, bro. West Virginia alum right here. Dude, I'm putting money on this game. I am betting the house on West Virginia. I'm feeling good. I think Garrett Green's gonna go nuts, man. People are sleeping on him. I saw, man, somebody, maybe was it Pat? Was it a little Pat McAfee bobblehead right here? Courtesy of Washington Wild Things baseball. Might have been Pat who said. Somebody said they predict him being top 5 in the Heisman running. Maybe. I've never been huge on Garrett. I actually had a class with Garrett Green. I sat next to the guy. Nice dude. But I really do think we're like the wideout room is great. The line's great. The tight ends, the D-backs, the linebackers, the D-line, the O-line. Ooh, so good, bro. I'm like I wish I was going. I was gonna go. I was gonna go watch the game, but I didn't. I didn't go watch the game. I'm going to Co-Wetzel concert. Who cares? Anyway, what else? What else could I talk about for a little bit? Let me think here. Oh, Devon at Achane. That's like another that they said. I wish I had the list next to me. I don't know why I didn't pull it up. That one's interesting. You know, like I don't really know what to think about Devon, but the ceiling is like. We all know what that ceiling looks like, bro. That ceiling could be out the wazoo. The floor, however, and health concerns. Everybody's got health concerns. The floor is scary. The floor is haunting, if you will. But I'm willing to take him. End of round 2, high end round 3. I like the guy. He's a good player. I'm a Jalen Wright enthusiast right now because I got him on my dynasty team. But that's gonna be. He's gonna fill in for Mostert. Let's face it, Mostert's. He's old. It's not lasting very much longer. Nah. You know what? I tell you guys, like, go with the gut, obviously. But if you're at the end of round 2 and you're looking for a running back, get Devon, man. He's a good play. He's a good player. Actually, I wonder where ESPN has him. ESPN has Devon Achane 35. That's interesting. They got him under Rachaad White, Alvin Kamara, Drake London, Joe Mixon, James Cook. They have James Cook at 28. Okay. That one upsets me. I don't see any reason James Cook should be 28. Mike Evans 24. Jeepers. Yeah. I will take Devon Achane over Rachaad White, Drake London, Joe Mixon, and James Cook. Kamara, I'll hear that argument out. I think Kamara's going to produce. Like, you could whine about it being like, oh, check down Merchant, whatever. Who cares? Even if he is getting 8 catches a game for 40 yards and like 20 rushing yards, like, he's getting points. The catches are points. If you're in half PPR or no PPR, if you're playing no PPR, dude, what are you doing? But if you're in half PPR, I get it. I was like, maybe I don't really care for him. If you're in PPR, bro, and this guy's sitting there round 4, you need a running back, you need an RB2, bro. Talk about ceiling, man. No reason to not take that guy. Who else they got here? Let's see this shit. Brandon Ayuk at 41. They got Jalen Waddle at 49. I know he was like wide receiver 34 last year, I want to say. He's consistent though, man, and that's like a talk about a down year. He's not gonna be wide receiver 34 again, bro. Like, good player. Trey McBride's 50. See, this is like all over the place where I like think about where I take these guys. But like I said, CMC, CD, Tyreek, Bijan 4, Breeze 5, Saint, Jamar, Justin, JT, Saquon over AJ Brown. Interesting. Garrett Wilson, Puka, Jameer, Kyren, bro. That's another thing that people are buzzing about right now. Because after Sean McVay was like, he's gonna be a punt returner, they was like, oh my god, should I still draft this guy? He's a punt returner now. He's not even a running back. Oh my god, bro. This guy was getting, and just it pissed me off actually how many touches this guy was getting, and now they're gonna make him return punts. See, there's 2 arguments that could be made here. 1, he's getting more touches. 2, he's losing touches because they're using him separate, and he's not gonna get. I think. It's tough actually. I don't know. I think I'd still draft him. Maybe not at like this high of an ADP. Maybe like a little more back end too. But the dude is efficient. The dude is good. They did draft Blake Corum. I don't know, man. It doesn't really scare me that much that he's a punt returner now, or he's their punt returner. Like, Blake's definitely gonna get his fair share, but I mean, he was playing close to 100% of snaps in games, which is crazy and not something running back should be doing because the wear and tear is just on the knees, man. Oof, That sucks. But I mean, he was doing great while he was out there. He's a good player. He's a good player. So, I'm still taking him high. I actually had Kyren in my Dynasty League, and then I dropped him. Not last year, obviously. It was the year before, where that backfield was a mess. It was like, who's even back there, bro? It was like Darrell Henderson, someone, mess. Ronnie Rivers. It was rough. We didn't know what the hell that they were doing back there. But I wish I didn't drop him. Shit happens. Nah, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried. If you got Kyren, I wouldn't be that worried about it. Expect a little dip in the points, but guy's a good player, Like, he's going to get touches, he's going to get used. McVay knows how to utilize everybody on that field. You can expect there's going to be games where he definitely has, like, not a great look, maybe like 8 points. There's going to be games where he has like 26. So I could definitely see this being an inconsistent year for the kid, but all in all, good player. Oh, and the one guy that I totally forgot to mention before we close up shop here is Anthony. Now, I know all my friends are sick and tired of me talking about Anthony, because I'm an Anthony sexual, because I have him. Again, he's on my dynasty team, What are you going to do? But that's another guy that ESPN said not to draft. I'm telling everybody to get this guy. Listen, I'm going down with the ship if the ship does go down. But the ship's not going down. I'm telling you, this ship is staying afloat. This is the best ship to sail right now. This is the ship. If you're going on the ocean, take this ship out. Don't take another ship. This is the only ship. Anthony, 6'4", 250, runs a 4.43, slings the ball with ease, 80 yards. I know. There are such things as combine heroes and whatever. The little sample size that we got last year, while he was healthy, while he was out on the field, dude, fantasy-wise, oh my gosh. Points. Player-wise, like real-life-wise, definitely a lot to work on. Accuracy issues, certain reads. But if you break down that Bengals film from this last preseason game, first drive, phenomenal stuff. Second drive is where people got upset. Throw to the flat, little high, inaccurate. I think it was to Tyler Goodson, had to come back for the ball a little bit. Definitely didn't put it on the money. The pick six that everybody blew out of proportion was not his fault at all. It was a clear miscommunication. I've seen a couple good breakdowns of this play specifically from a couple of ex-quarterbacks actually. But yeah, like just watch it again. I believe it was Kyle Granson, I want to say, running around. Whoever it was a tight end. Hook. And he stepped out. Like he opened inside and then stepped out. And when you open inside, you stay there. Anthony's looking right there inside, but he steps out. Defensive back comes down, grabs it right out of the air. I don't put that on Ant. No, I think that shit happens. If it's gonna happen, let it happen in preseason. This is where you're learning. And then just some more like inaccurate passes. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready. I like this guy. Draft him if he's there at 6'5". If he's there, oh, dude, like, just take the gamble, okay? Take the gamble is what I'm telling you. But that's going to do it for today. I mean, shoot, I'm going to be posting more. I'll be posting next week. Maybe. Definitely after week 1, because I'm going to be talking ball. It's just going to be ball talk the entire time. Bet money on West Virginia. No, you don't have to, but I would. I am going to. We're winning that. We're winning that game. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. First time in like 3 years, dude. That's crazy. Back when we were water cooler. I didn't even utilize this, bro. I was gonna write some stuff and do some more, but I'll save that for another time. This is really just like another welcome back type thing. But shoot, that's gonna do it. Nice, guys.